And we're live. So let's get started. Today we will continuing building our new startup in Elixir. And if you are new to the live stream, I will reiterate again today that our startup's main goal is building a webbook as a service platform like Wix.com. They are our main competitor. Like look at the list of companies that are using this platform. There are some big names like Recent and Clark. These big companies are using this platform instead of building it themselves. And I noticed a gap in their pricing. Like for free, the free tier is $0 per month, but if you want to get more than that, like more than 50 messages per second, then you have to fork up $490 per month. There is no in between. And if you are talking about the enterprise plan, then it is even more scale. So I thought maybe we can fit into this gap, the gap of $0 to $490. And from there I got this idea to build this webbook as a service. And I choose Elixir obviously because Elixir can handle large amount of concurrent webbook WebSockets. Like Elixir scales really well. There are some articles available online. Like this is the blog of Discord. And there should be an official one as well. I can't find it right now, but let's just look at the Discord blog. They were using Elixir to deliver microsecond performance to millions of users per second. So I think it is pretty good choice for us. Also there is Phoenix framework for us so that it can be full stack, and as Phoenix is promising, right? Elixir. So it is pretty, as you can see from the syntax here, as you can see from the code, from the syntax, it is inspired by Ruby on Rails, and it is pretty easy to build as far as I can tell from the online reviews. So I thought maybe why not just give it a try, and that's why I am currently learning Phoenix and Elixir to build this startup. Yesterday, with the help of Lovable, I came up with this design, and it looks pretty good to me right now. So we will be trying to convert this design from Next.js to Phoenix, and I think it will be pretty challenging because it is different technologies and the theming will be pretty tough. Like getting this theming to play well with each other. So let's see, and if it gets too hard, then I will just abandon it and build Phoenix to build this UI as Phoenix recommends. So there is no problem in giving it a try. So I have covered till request lifecycle, And yeah, there is nothing that is too hard till now. Just some things are confusing, like what what is this browser atom? Pipeline browser. We are defining pipelines, but it is an atom, and there are some functions with the name of atoms. So I hope it clears up these doubts. My doubts get cleared up down the line. But let's just roll with it and build some awesome saas. Also, one thing, I will be trying out Elixir with Emacs today to see how it supports Elixir and Phoenix. And if it proves to be too hard, then I will be just focusing on VS4. I will be moving to VS4. Okay, so let's start it. Oh, okay, I forgot to set up my music. Some Bollywood mix. Controller are Elixir modules, actions are Elixir functions defined in them. Okay. The purpose of actions is to gather the data and perform the task needed for render. Our route specifies that we need this controller module with an index function. To make index action happen, let's create this file and make it look like the following. Okay, I have done this. Let's go to this file. Open reload. We will save the discussion of controller. For now, let's focus on index action. This function. Okay. The controller's action will take two arguments. First is connection, a struct which holds a ton of data about the request. The second is params. Yes. Which are the request parameters. But I thought phone has params in it. Is it not? Let's just test it. Let's check the path that we set up for book controller. Okay, we have hit it. Let's expand it and see what it prints. Oh my god, there is a lot of information. Okay, it is at the start of the struct adapter, something bandit adapter, something assigns. I have seen this keyword before used Flash. I have seen this in the Higgs templates. Current scope nil. I think this is related to authentication. Body parameters. Okay, this is the body parameter. Okay, Clark. Who is Clark available there? Is it from? Oh, I think it is from the previous project I was using on the port 4000. Let's remove them. I don't want to pollute it. Let's clear all it. Clear it all. Clear it all. Clear it all. Refresh. Okay. So now it is a lot lighter than previously. Yes, cookies are 0 now. That's good. Host is localhost. Method get. Oh no. I don't know what this is. It's like some process ID. Path info. Yes, the name of the path. Paras. There it is. So it is available in connection in con struct and as well as separately. I think it is for convenience, but oh, remote IP. You can access IP as well. I have seen it in Golang. That's good. It could be useful if I want to block some IPs or filter, apply some filters or rate limit. But I think they have plugins for them or modules available. I have to look into it. Okay, this is request header, request cookies now. Clean request path. Secret keys. I don't know what this is. Okay, I have seen all the things. That seems interesting. Now focus on the code as focus on the docs. So turn on data. The second parameter is params, which are request parameters. Here we are not using params and we avoid compiler warnings by fixing it with underscore. Okay, so underscore is to ignore. We will be ignoring if it's anything with underscore. Okay, that's good to know. The code of this section is it tells Phoenix to render index template. The module responsible for rendering are called views. Views responsible for rendering are called views. Okay, so this is the view as it is rendered. Interesting. By default, Phoenix views are named after controller, the controller. Okay. And format HTML in case. Okay. So Phoenix is expecting a hello HTML module to exist and define an index function. Okay, so this is controller string. We will be redirecting to view. and that is this function name, this action name will be there in hello controller HTML. Hello HTML. Hello. Okay. Just the name. Hello controller and hello HTML. Okay. The new view. We need to use advertising presentation layer. For example, we expect output of the rendering index to be complete HTML page. We expect output of rendering index action to be complete HTML. To make our lives easier, we often use templates for creating those HTML pages. Let's create a new view. Create this and make it look like this. Okay, I have this. Okay, HTML. Use hello web HTML action. I don't know why this is necessary. I guess it is telling something that it will be HTML output, but what? I don't know. To add templates to this view, we can define them as functions in the module also. Okay, this is what I have done here. We define function that receive assign as an argument and used to specify the pointer we want to render. Inside Elixir, we use templating language X. We say that in a function that receives, assigns, and returns templates to be functional component. Okay. So this is the functional component. The template file works in the same way. Let's give it a try by defining a template in its own file. First, delete our dev sign function and replace it with embed templates declaration. Okay. So this is from here is a new territory that I haven't explored. Okay. Let's create it. Oh, we have to delete it completely. And the Emacs here. Okay. And the templates. HTML plus style. Let's create a new page. Controllers. And I think it was index.html.x. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Create. Here we are saying that we want want to embed all these templates found in sibling directory into our module as function components. Okay, so we are taking all the templates from here and pasting it here. So this is just like a macro. Okay, that's good. Okay, the template file will be following structure: name, format, templating language. Okay, in our case, let's create a method. Okay, let's just copy it and paste it. And the error go away. See if it is working. Yeah, that is working. Phoenix will see template file and compile it into index.si function, similar to as before. There is no runtime or performance difference between the two styles. Oh, there is no difference in performance. That's good. Also note the controller name, hello controller, and the view name, hello HTML, and their representative files, hello controller ex. It's all follow the same naming convention and are named for each other. You could name directory anything you want as long as you update the templates settings accordingly, but it is best to follow convention. Okay, so it is not necessary to name it as hello HTML, but it is just a convention. So it is easier for your fellow developers. Okay, that's understandable. Now we got root controller view template, and we should be able to point our browser at this and see our greetings from Phoenix. Yeah, we have seen it. In case you stop the server along the way, the task to restart is mixed. Yes, I have. Okay. Phoenix has hotspot reloading. Even though our as file consists of only single section tag, the page we get is full HTML document. Let's see what we got. Inspect. This script body. Hmm. Okay, this is the code. This is the template section, and everything else is layout. Our index template is actually rendered into a separate file, separate layout of it. The root HTML Okay, let me see. Hmm. Interesting. Generator took the time, the folder name, pasted it. But interesting, but intelligent. This is the inner content, which contains a basic HTML skeleton of page. If you open this file, you will see a line that looks like this at the bottom. Yes, this line injects our template into the layout before HTML is sent off to the browser. The root layout, is the name implies, is a bare-bone layout that mostly the head tag and structure that is shared across all your pages. Okay, which features such as sidebar menus are part of your application layout, which we will be exploring in a couple of sections below. Okay, that's good. I need to customize this to introduce this nav bar. Do I need this here in the dashboard as well? What if I delete it? Let's see. It doesn't look bad per se. Let's delete it now. It doesn't look bad if I just roll it up. Yeah, I think this will be the approach. I will delete it and just have a simple page for now, as we are a small team and we have limited time to develop. We will be mostly delegating the design to AI, and we will be mostly focusing on integrating this front-end and developing the backend. The most of our functions will be in the backend. Okay, let's get back to Linux. From endpoint to views. Having built our first page, we are beginning to understand how request lifecycle is put together. Now let's take a more holistic look at it. All HTTP requests start in our application endpoint. You can find it as module named hello web endpoint. Okay, let's get to this file. What is it? Endpoint. Project's name web endpoint. Let's close these components. Okay, Elixir web and open the see. Oh, now I see. 54 lines. Not that many. Having built our first page, we are beginning to understand how the request life cycle is put together. Now let's take a more holistic once you open up the endpoint file, you will see that similar to the router, endpoint has many calls to plug. Plug specification. Plug is a library and a specification for stitching web applications together. It's an essential part of how Phoenix handles request, and we discuss it in plug guide coming next. Okay. For now, it suffices to say each plug defines a slice of request processing. In the endpoint, you will find a skeleton roughly like this. Plug, request ID, plug. So each plug processes a part of the request, like a middleware. Maybe concepts are, maybe it is same. Let's see. Each of these plugs have specific responsibility that we will learn later. Yeah, pretty much like a middleware it seems. The last plug is precisely the so here we are guiding it to the router. Interesting. This allows the endpoint to delegate all the further request processing to the router. As we now know, it is main responsibility to map word path pairs to controllers. Yes. The controller then tells a view to render a template. At this moment, we may be thinking this can be a lot of steps to simply render a page. Yeah, but I guess it will be pretty and it come in pretty handy for more complex stuffs. Let's say. However, as our application grows in complexity, we will see that each layer serves a distinct purpose. Okay, as much as that was what I guessed. Endpoint. The endpoint contains common and initial path that all requests go through, like login, authentication, session management, that kind of stuff, right? If you want something to happen on all requests, goes in this endpoint. Router. The router is responsible for dispatching these two controllers for get, post, this kind of words. The router also allows us to scope functionality. For example, some pages in our application may require user. Oh yes. So user authentication is in router. Okay. Controller. The job of controller is to retrieve request information, talk to business domain, and prepare data for presentation. Like talking to DB. View handles structured data from controller, converts it into presentation to show the user. Views are often named after content format they are entered. Let's do a coefficient gap of 3 compound. Additional page. Okay, another page. We are going to add a new page that will recognize a piece of the URL, label it as messenger. Okay, this will be a variable, it seems, and pass it through the counter controller into the template so our messenger can say hello. As we did last time, the first thing we will do is create a new route. Okay, let's go to the router. This is where I made it. Wordget slash hello. No info. Let's change it a bit. And it should be ID, the info of the hook. Okay. I will be using a controller here as well. And I guess it will be the function action name will be also named info. And controllers, home controller. Okay. What is the name? Input. On and params. Params. Finger on info. Messages. Yeah, I'm seeing, I have noticed it. The value appear in the position converted into parameter. For example, if we point the value messenger will be parent, another option. Okay. We are not, yes, we will be using the parameter, right? So there's no point in ignoring it. Okay. And looks like they are destructuring it here as well. Okay. Thank you for the food. My lovely brother has made me some pasta. Let's restructure it. ID. ID. Yes. And pass. If the body of action needs access to full map of parameters bound to the params variable, in addition to the bound messenger variable, we could define this like this. Here pattern matching is something that my concept are not that clear to understand what is happening. Introducing pattern match. Let's look into it. Pattern matching Elixir. Let's just start up a IEX instance and create a params. Create a params map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Expected key value pairs in. Okay. Let's change it then. What does map look like in Elixir? Map. Okay. Item A 1. Item B 2. Item C 3. Enter. Okay. Now we need to limit this and we are good to go. Why doesn't it work there? Why doesn't it work here? Change the A. But there is no way. How are you accessing this? I don't understand. Let's check if there are any viewers in the YouTube live, and if there are none, that's okay too. This video will remain in my YouTube channel as a vlog. Am I not audible this whole time? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, the audio is clear. I was scared for a second. And this is my friend. I will ignore him for now. No one is watching except me. Damn. Called, we have to create another template. It will look okay.